All right, everyone, how are you? I'm Kevin. Nice to meet you. So today I'm going to go over how to create a competitor list and build that qualifying prospect list for us. So this is going to be a series of probably three different videos. So here's the first one we're going to do, which is finding competitors and building a list of qualified prospects. Number two, we'll make actually how to find those prospects from that list that we built. And then the third one is really just writing those emails and sending out those customized emails in our automation program. So let's get started with finding the competitors and building the list. Really what you're going to do in this case is you're going to start with a C keyword. So from the blog articles that we've already written, they were all written based on keywords, and those are the keywords that you'll use to find the competitors and build that list of prospects. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just start here with the first one, which is really just finding the competitors. So we want to start with Google and a Google search and look for those competitors. So it doesn't matter which browser you're using as long as you're using the search engine for Google. So in my case, I'm using Microsoft Edge, but I'm using, as you can see here, this is the Bing start page. As long as I click on Google, now I have my Google browser, I'm sorry, not the Google search engine, to be able to search within Google. That is what we want. One of the biggest search engines around. So let's go ahead and use Google to start with, and we're going to look for a seed keyword. In this case, I'm going to use RFID cards. Since we have written some articles already on that, and that is the seed keyword found on the content brief that we originally started with before we created the article, and everything was based around that keyword. That is the keyword we're going to use to find competitors, because they are our competitors because they wrote articles on that same keyword. So let's go ahead and hit enter. And next thing we want to do is, if we have a SERP analysis tool such as Ahrefs, SEMrush, Moz, something like that, we're going to want to look at those stats and those analytics and find out if it's actually a company that we want to target. So on our list here for finding the competitors for Google, we want to make sure that we are using the criteria of these specific things within the top 10 search results. So this is how we're going to build our list of competitors to start. So now that we've done our search on our target keyword, really we want to enable our toolbar. So in this case, I can click on my extension and refresh the page. That will enable the toolbar. In this case, it's Ahrefs I'm using. And here now we can see the analytics underneath the different websites that were found with that target keyword. So now that we've found that, we want to find competitor websites that have blogs that allow for guest posts, because that's our whole goal here, and our intention is to write a blog post for them, or to at least sell them on the idea, and that's what we're doing our outreach for at this point, and soliciting our content creation services. So let's go ahead and look for somebody that falls into that criteria. And so first of all, I'm going to look for that search criteria that I told you about. We want to look for the domain rating of 40 to 85, low number of backlinks, in this case would be referring domains, and then the website traffic, at least 5,000 or more. And again, in the top 10 positions only is what we're worried about, and what we're looking for at this point. So number one here, only a 27 DR, that's not what we're looking for. Number two is an 8, not what we're looking for. Number 3 is a store, They are not going to have a blog for Amazon. So we'll go on to the next one. The next one is also an 8, not our target market. The next one here, number 5, is AliExpress, which is kind of like an Amazon, not our target market. The next one here, number 6, we have a DR58 that actually is in our criteria of 40 to 85. The referring domains, we want to make sure it's less than 10,000. In this case, it's 2,000. So that falls, that's number 2 criteria. And in number 3, the search traffic. Is it more than 5,000? And in this case, we can see it is almost 20,000. So yeah, this one looks like it's a good one that falls into the range. Now let's find out, do they have a blog? And do they look like a legitimate company? We'll do some other, analysis to find out, are they, a company, a submission site that just takes anybody and everybody who asked to do one, or is it actually somebody that we have to, it's a company where we have to find the actual individual that's in charge of the blog and who makes the decisions on writing articles or not. And that's what we need to find out. So let's go ahead and dig into this one. Let's find out. Okay, so RFID store looks like, yes, they are selling products here, but that's okay. Do we care? Not really. What we care about is, do they have a blog? Because if they have a blog, they might allow us to write an article for their blog, or again, maybe they need to hire for content services, and we'll be able to find some work from this person or this website. So let's go ahead and look in a little deeper. Let's find out, do they have a blog? Maybe Learn might be the blog. I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and look at all resources here. Blog, here we go. RFID Insider blog. Look at that. Okay, so here it is. View all. So good. Looks like this is promising. They do have a blog. Looks like these might be the categories here. Yeah. Okay. So now it's really just finding the, an article really, just to find out, does it have, okay, it looks like these are all articles. Let's click on one of them and just kind of like look at it a little bit. See, is it, current? Are they still updating the blog? Is it something old that's been around for years and nobody's touching? Maybe it's kind of a dead site that's just kind of hosted. So we're going to go ahead and look, take a look at this article a little bit just to see, is it legit? Looks like it is. Let's see if there's an author name on here. Might give us some insights. I don't see anything down at the bottom. Let's go back up to the top. Looks like, oh, here we go. Posted by Suzanne Smiley. So she might be a person of interest for us. But let's go ahead and start with the actual competitor, which again was the Atlas store. And that URL is something that we want to add to our list. So under our guest post list here, we're going to want to add that to the list. In this case, here we'll put our date that we're looking. In this case, 11/26/2023. Date we're reverse engineering will be today. Here's the actual domain, and then we can put the information about that domain. So if we go back to the website and I look at my, again, toolbar from Ahrefs, it should give me the information. The same information, by the way, that was shown in Google the very first time when we discovered this website, and it listed the analytics underneath it. These are the same. So you can get them from either place, get them from there, get them from here. Let's just see 58. I actually have already added them to the list, so I'm not going to go ahead and add them again. But really what we want to do is we want to add the domain rating and all the information. If everything turns green, which in this case it will, means that is something good that we want to continue to look for. Do they have an affiliate program? Yes or no? We'll do a little research and find out if they have that type of program. Again, we might be able to sell services for them also, and sell their product or services or products in their affiliate program. So we would want to look in their webpage to find out if they actually have that affiliate program or not. And then are they a company? Are they a blog? Maybe they're a personal brand blog, or they actually a submission site. So those are some of the things we need to find out also. So I've already done this research. We'll go back up here to the top here, and you'll see this very first one. And I have the information all listed up here at the top. They do not have an affiliate program. And to find out if they did or not, really what you can do is you could most of the time look at the bottom of the footer. It would tell you if they had an affiliate program. Usually they'll have something here about us, and then it'll say affiliate. You can always do a control F and type in affiliate, AFILID, there we go. And it doesn't find anything, so we know that there's nothing here. But it doesn't mean 100% that they don't have it. They might actually have it on another page somewhere else. So we still want to look for that, and we could find that by going into doing a search based on site colon, and then at the end of the website put a space and type in the word affiliate or affiliate program, and seeing what comes up in that search. So in this case, doesn't look like they have affiliates on the terms and conditions. That's not what we're looking for. They have resellers, partnerships. That is not what we're looking for. Sometimes companies do call their affiliate program, and they just kind of compile it all into a partner program, and then they have it on that page. So let's just take a quick look here and see. It might be just for partners selling products in like a store type of thing. That's not what we're looking for. We want to look for an affiliate. Sometimes they call it referral program, partner program, affiliate program. I don't see anything in here that talks about that. Actually, here, save 5%, create an account. This might be, let's see what this is. So, personality account team. Unlock savings. Create your account. No. Savings, consult with account team. Yeah, no, this is actually somebody or a website actually that wants you to sell physical products, more like kind of like a reseller. And again, that's not what we're looking for. So on the list here, we're going to put no for affiliate program, and I have done that already. And then what kind of website is it? This is a company. It's not a blog, personal brand blog, but they could be a submission website. We just need to do a little more research and find out if they are a submission website or not. That's really just finding out, do they just allow anybody and everybody to write to their website with not even asking too much? And those aren't really the websites that we're looking for, the blogs that we're looking for. So if they are a submission site, we want to list that so we know if it's something that we want to pursue or not. We might pursue a few here and there, but not normally. We want to find non-submission websites. So anyway, we need to find out here. I do have it listed as a company, but I'm going to show you how to find out if they are submission sites. We'll go back to that search results before where I put in the site colon and I put in their URL and the affiliate program, and we're going to change that, and I'm going to put quotes this time and just write right for us. So those are like the keywords I'm looking for, and that's why I put them in quotes. And let's see if anything comes up, because if there is something that usually says right for us, it'll be at the top. I don't see anything. Sometimes they write contribute. Let's try that and see if anything comes up that talks about contributing to the blog, not contributing to other stuff in their articles. I don't see anything coming up for that either. So most likely, maybe one more word we can do is submission, or even submit. I don't really see anything, so I don't think they are. Like submit a question, but nothing about submitting to our blog, which is really what we're looking for, and that's what would be considered a submission website. So I'm listing them as a company, okay? So now once we've listed all that information, we've done our competitor analysis from Google. We know that the Atlas store is a good competitor website that we want to target, and if that's true and we want to target them, that means they've probably written articles for other like companies that are also our competitors. So now we want to do is we want to reverse engineer their website. Okay, so we got Atlas ID, that is the actual website. We want to take that and we want to now use a tool such as a SERP analysis tool like Ahrefs, and we want to go into their site explorer and we want to use their URL, and we want to search and find out who have they written for. Now we know they've written for a lot of people, right? Because we did the research and it told us that the referring domains was 565. So we know that they have people writing for their blog, which means they probably write for other blogs. Okay, so but we need to find out. We need to look. We need to find out. So we're going to put them into the site explorer, and we're going to do a search, and that is actually going. I've already done the search here, and it's going to return. And you can see here it returned a list of 1,747 domains. And I actually, once I put them into the search, I went into Site Explorer and I did the search, and then I changed this selection over here to referring domains. But you could also look at backlinks. Those are two different methods for finding the same information. Okay, it just displays it a little bit differently here. So once I've put them into this Site Explorer, now really what I want to do is I want to filter down the list, because that is a pretty big list of competitors, and I don't know if I'll ever finish that list anytime soon. So I want to find out really, I want to niche down a little bit more and target market down even more, because it's still pretty broad at this point. So what we need to do is we need to niche down a little bit. So all these filters up here at the top need to be set, and then we need to do a search or a refinement. So if we come down back to our list here, I write all the reverse engineering steps down on exactly how to do what I'm going over, and of course I'm just giving you a high level overview. It'll complement this document, so between the two you'll know exactly what you need to do in the search results and inside the SERP analysis tool. So here's the reverse engineering in Ahrefs, and for the referring domains, and then the filters that you need to use. So again, I've already set all the filters up here at the top that I need. I just need to click show results. Oh, I hit cancel. Let's see if I can go back. I don't think so. Okay, anyways, let's do it again. So really what we want to do is we want to we don't really need to sort them. I mean, we can actually sort them in Ahrefs, or we can sort them later in Google's spreadsheet. Either way, the only difference is Ahrefs charges a credit every time you click a button, basically, and we only get so many credits per month. So sometimes I don't use, depending on how much I'm using Ahrefs that month, I may not sit there and do every single click and button. So in this case, I can set all the filters. Those aren't credits, but once I hit the search, that is a credit. And if I click any of these buttons over here, links, or any of these, those are all credits. And if I start niching down into any of these links, those are all credits. So you get the point. But anyway, really all I need to do is put in that search results. So in this case, we want to look for a do follow. So here is do follow. What we want to do is I'm just going to do my quick buttons, Alt tab on my Windows computer and go back, find the backlink type in content, and we want to find the backlink in the content. So come over here, backlink type in content. Okay, there's that one. And then we want to find a DR of 40 to 85. So back into, again, I'm hitting Control Alt to toggle back and forth. DR 40 to 85 and apply. And then the next one is we want to filter by English. So let's go over here to more filters, language, English. And then let's go back and find filter links by 2+. The reason why we don't want 1 is it's actually better for us if we have 2 or more links, because that kind of tells us that the company allows when you write an article for them, that they have more links available that they'll allow on their pages. So if they just say 1, it's kind of really isolated to just 1 link. It's not quite as good for us. So we go for 2+. So I'll go over here, and really I can do that from links in target. And I can just put here, in this case, 2. I don't need to put a higher number. I can just say 2 is my minimum. And then that's it, really. That's all of the search filters that I need to put on. And really at that point, it's just really just show results. And then now you can see I only have 101 domains instead of 1,747 or whatever it was. So a lot more manageable to go through. And again, this is just from one keyword results from one blog article, maybe, or a cluster of blog articles that we've written about. So this is going to be enough to keep you busy as far as, now taking this and niching down even further to find out if they're going to be a good fit or not. So again, once I found all this information, they are a good fit. I do want to find other ones that are similar to them. That is what we've done here. Now that I've set all these filters, I can just export this list as a CSV, use the default settings here is fine, export, save that, and then we're going to import that into a Google spreadsheet. Now, we could have done this another way too, which is called the Skyscraper method, and really it's just doing the similar search that I just did, but instead of hitting that submit button and having all these filters set at the top, it's maybe I don't set any of the filters and I just export the list from the beginning and then do all my refining in Google Sheets. However, it's not as targeted in there, because in this case we're doing, we're refining by English, we're refining by number of links, we're refining by, backlink type and content, and that information you might not be able to filter down in Google Sheets as easily as you can in here. So even just setting maybe one or two, like the content, the do follow, and the English, and maybe the other two values of numbers, those can be sorted easily inside of the spreadsheet. And I talk about all of that in the other method here with backlinks page, which again is just a different way of viewing this. Like I said, you can do either one, or the skyscraping method here, which again is going to basically be just not as many filters, but exporting out that list. So, okay, let's take it from there. Once we've exported out the list, in here, this is that list. So really, I just, you can see down here at the bottom, I've made a tab called Atlas RFID, since that was the key or the seed URL that I used to create my list of 100 plus whatever it was, 102 domains. And from here I can add those other filters. So if I want to take that domain traffic, for instance, and I want to make sure that it's only showing me the ones that have 10,000 or more, then I can apply a filter to just look at that value. Come back. And then I can just really just unselect all the low values and keep all the high values selected, hit OK, and then that's going to just filter out a few more. So instead of having 101 now, well, actually this list is actually a little bit longer. Maybe this was done from the skyscraping method that actually had 0 filters enabled, and then I had to filter down by the actual the domain traffic, because remember here you can actually set the domain traffic here and tell it that you want to find whatever our settings were, more than 5,000. You could set that here, or like I said, you could do it in the spreadsheet afterwards. So once you're here, you're really just going to do a file import. You're going to find the CSV file. You're just going to click on upload, browse, find that file, and then in this case I'll just go to my downloads folder, and we'll just find one. I don't know. Once it comes in, you're just really going to create a new spreadsheet, detect automatically, convert everything, basically use the default here. But if it's if you want it to go into a blank page, otherwise it's going to go into the same spreadsheet here that I have open, make sure you choose a new sheet, and then import, and then that would import it into another tab down here at the bottom. So that's really what I did here in this case. So you can see now that list. And so now that I have this list, I need to now do some research to start finding out if these are legit blogs. Do they have, of course, a blog? Obviously we know they have a blog because we know Atlas Company, or whatever they're called, actually did a blog article for them, and we can verify that. And that's what we need to do at this point, is we need to verify that they are do follow links. Sometimes Ahrefs may get it wrong. We want to find out, are they really do follow links? And we want to find out, who is the contact for that blog, and then we can reach out and start contacting those people. So let's just start here. I have one highlighted, so we'll do this one. In this case, we'll just click on the actual URL. We'll open it up, take a look at it. Does it look legit? Does it look shady? Does it look, good or bad? It looks pretty decent. Looks like it's a true article, so that's good. Now what we need to find out is that a true backlink do follow from this company? So to do that, really what we can do is we can just kind of highlight this and scroll over and look at the here's the target URL. So that should be the Atlas store, which it is, our Atlas RFID store. And then it goes to the actual blog article that it's linking to. And if we look here in the anchor, we can see this is the anchor text that they're saying it's linked to. So let's check it out. Let's find out if it's actually good. So I'm going to copy those anchor words, and we're going to go back to this article, and I'm just going to do Control F to do a find, and a Control V to paste in, and there is the actual keywords that they said it was linked to, and it actually, Ahrefs got it right, said that's what it was, and it is. So cool. Now we need to find out, is it do follow? So if we put our mouse over this, we can look down in the bottom left-hand corner down here. You'll see that the link is showing exactly the RFID beginner's guide that we thought it was. Just like here, it said the RFID beginner's guide. So that's good. Now let's find out by right-clicking on this text that's highlighted and do an inspect and take a look at the code that is highlighted. In this case, here's the highlighted code, and let's look for if you see anything that says no follow, then we know it's a do not follow, and we don't want that. But we're verifying that it is a do follow, and as long as we don't see the words no follow, everything else is do follow. So even though it says no refer, no opener, that's a do follow link. So we're good here. I don't see no follow words. So that's really all we wanted to verify. Let's go ahead and close that and close our search window there. So we can now say that this is a good one. We verified it. We know that the link exists. It is do follow, and it looks like a good blog, like somebody that we would want to contact and reach out to. So at this point, really it's just a matter of finding at this point now, is this competitor, who do we talk to about this? So that's going to be in the next video where we start talking about adding them to, in this case, we could add them to the competitor list now. This list here is our Google list, where we actually did the Google search to find the Atlas store, and we knew that they were a good one. But now, and then this other list is the one that we exported out from Ahrefs, and now we just need to mark all of the ones that are actually good after we verify them, and then we need to find out who the contact person is for this. And it could just be as much as adding them to the bottom of this list. You don't have to create two different ones. We could just add them down here to the bottom of this list. In this case, they would be the company, or the blog in this case would be the main part of the domain here. And whoops, on the spreadsheet, we would add them here. We can just copy over the domain rating, the number of referring domains, the search traffic, if they had an affiliate program, if they were a company, and then from there we start finding out information about the company name, the time zone that they're in, and then the main contact, and a backup contact, and then their locations and all that good stuff. So it'll just be really just going through and finding the actual people now that are part of that, and it could be as simple as coming down to the top or the bottom, finding the authors. In this case, she's an author, Robin, and we could find out some information about her here in her byline. We could go to her LinkedIn and look at her information there. Maybe she's got some information about her on the company website. In this case, we would just have to do some research at this point and start drilling down and finding out who the right contact is. She could just be maybe a freelance writer that did writing for the article, for the blog. And of course, she's not going to be the good right person to talk to about, hiring us for doing a guest post or doing content services. So we need to do some investigation work, and we'll do that in our next video. So that's it, really. We've gone through how to build a list of competitors, um, like we talked about, finding the competitors and building a list of qualified prospects. In the next video, we'll talk about contact hunting. And then after we find that right contact and the backup contact, we're going to then draft a customized intro, if you will. It will have a template that we actually use to send out the emails, but we'll need to customize that top part, maybe the intro, maybe it's a couple sentences, to just make it more personal. Let them know we did research on them. Let them know that we are a true person. We're not just an AI bot spamming emails, filling up their inbox, and them just hitting delete, delete, delete because they just see the template and it looks the same for everybody. So we want to do some customization. In that first couple of lines, we'll be able to dig in and find out a little information about the person, and then customize the email, send it out, and then add them to the email automation list. And then you don't have to contact them anymore. If they reply back, it'll come back to the main email box. At that point, we can then remove them from the email automation list so they're not getting any continued emails. And it's really just as easy as that. So that's really all I have today for the video. Again, this was the Finding Competitors and Building a List of Qualified Prospects video. And in the next video, we'll talk about contact hunting and cold outreach. So thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please don't be shy. I love answering questions. I think I'm pretty friendly, so just give me a shout out, and if we can't sync up and find some time to talk, add yourself to my calendar or something like that. Maybe we can always do some video chats or something like that, and get the questions answered, email, whatever it is, Slack group or something. Okay, thank you so much. Have a great day.